Good evening, Seekers. It's a pleasure to be with everyone. Although we are not feeding our bodies this week, I hope that together we can feed our souls. Last week we mentioned Jesus' commandments. He says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself." He also says in another passage, "They will know that you are my children by your love for one another." In today's passage, Jesus says, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments. I will ask the Father, and he will give another helper to be with you forever." Jesus is specifically speaking about the Spirit of God. It says that in the upper room, standing in front of many of his disciples, that he breathed the Holy Spirit onto them. After receiving the Holy Spirit, they were able to do miraculous things like heal the sick, give sight to the blind, and make the lame to walk. The power of God is the Holy Spirit that can be within you. Jesus says to his disciples, "I am with you forever, even to the end of the age." He encourages them, "I will not leave you orphaned." Jesus is with us always, and he will reveal himself to you when you love him and follow his commandments. The fact that Jesus is with me always in the form of the Holy Spirit is comforting. It is comforting because there are times when I'm feeling down about myself or upset that I did not show love when I could have shown love, or maybe let my anger get the best of me. Knowing that I have the Holy Spirit in me, and that even though I fail, the Spirit is always there to lift me up and remind me that I am a child of God, and Jesus said he would never leave me. The fact that Jesus is with me always in the form of the Holy Spirit gives me strength. There was a time in the Bible when Jesus sent out his disciples to spread the word about Jesus' love. The disciples were worried. They would not be able to say what they needed to say to the people. But Jesus said to them, "Do not worry, trust God. The Holy Spirit would be doing the talking." This reality gives me strength. There are many times when I don't have the confidence going into something, and I am doubting my abilities. But Jesus says that the Holy Spirit is in me, and he will speak through me if I trust in God. In Corinthians, the Apostle Paul says, "For who knows a person's thoughts except their own spirit within them? In the same way, no one knows the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God. What we have received is not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit who is from God, so that we may understand what God has freely given to us." Paul is reminding those he is writing to that God lives within us. And although we struggle to understand what may be the right way to think or live, if we trust the Holy Spirit within us, God will direct our path. I pray that you may be open to receive the Holy Spirit, and that you learn to trust that God is in you, and he will bring you comfort, strength, and guidance.